The entire story of The Godfather takes place in a confined world. We can relate to characters who are basically bad because of this. Mario Puzo and Francis Ford Coppola's narrative is a masterful enchantment that challenges us to view the mafia only from its own perspective. Marlon Brando's portrayal of Don Vito Corleone, a lifetime professional criminal, is sympathetic and even honorable throughout the entire movie. He does nothing that we can truly find objectionable. This saga weaves a narrative so compelling, it becomes almost mythical, reflecting the turbulent times of post-war America. Directed by the visionary Francis Ford Coppola during the renaissance of American cinema in the 1970s, this epic saga not only redefined the gangster genre, but also elevated cinema itself. The narrative takes an internal look at the mafia. That's its secret, its allure, its spell. It has, in a sense, influenced how the mafia has been perceived by the general public ever since. The real world is substituted with an authoritarian, patriarchal society in which the Godfather is the source of justice and authority, and traitors are the only bad guys. Michael, Al Pacino, gives one piece of advice: never take sides against the family. Across two films, Coppola crafts a world that is as intoxicating as it is brutal. A world where morality is as fluid as the olive oil imported by the Corleone family, symbolizing the blending of old-world values with modern American life. Francis Ford Coppola, then a young director, infused Italian-American immigrant struggles with the universal quest for power, creating a storyline that resonated globally. The film's success hinged not just on its narrative, but also on its groundbreaking use of light, shadow and music, which added a layer of depth and emotion rarely seen in cinema before. The choice to set pivotal moments during familial celebrations juxtaposed personal victories and losses with professional maneuvering, enhancing the drama manifold. The meticulous attention to detail, from period-accurate costumes to authentic set designs, transported audiences directly into the 1940s era of New York and Nevada. The sequel expanded on this foundation, exploring the parallel ascents of young Vito and Michael Corleone, enhancing the saga's narrative complexity and emotional resonance. Marlon Brando's portrayal of Vito Corleone, with his raspy voice and subtle gestures, became instantaneously iconic, earning him an Academy Award. However, it was Al Pacino's transformation from the reluctant family outsider Michael to a ruthless mafia boss that stood as a character arc celebrated in cinematic history. This performance marked a significant evolution in Pacino's career, showcasing his formidable range and magnetic screen presence. Diane Keaton's Kay Adams provided a poignant external perspective to the Corleone family's internal complexities, while Robert De Niro's portrayal of young Vito in the sequel, speaking almost exclusively in Sicilian, added authenticity and depth, earning him his first Oscar. These characters are not merely individuals, but archetypes, representing larger themes of corruption, power, and redemption that continue to resonate with audiences today. Certain scenes from the saga have become etched in the collective consciousness. The opening wedding scene, the tense negotiations with Sollozzo, and the infamous horse head in the bed scene are masterclasses in tension building and storytelling. Each scene is meticulously crafted, using dialogue, pacing, and atmosphere to enhance the dramatic stakes. Perhaps no scene is more emblematic of the saga's power than the baptism sequence in the first film. Here, Coppola masterfully juxtaposes the sacred with the profane, cutting between the baptism of Michael's godson and the orchestrated massacre of his rivals, setting a benchmark for cinematic storytelling. The Godfather saga's influence permeates far beyond the boundaries of its narrative and aesthetic achievements. It has shaped the framework of modern storytelling, influencing everything from character development to narrative structure in both cinema and television. Directors like Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, and many others have drawn inspiration from Coppola's work, blending complex characters and moral ambiguity in their narratives. The saga also elevated the gangster genre from pulp fiction cliches to a sophisticated, layered, and culturally rich narrative form. As we look back, The Godfather remains not just a pillar of American cinema, but a cornerstone of global culture, continuously inspiring filmmakers and captivating audiences around the world. It stands as a monument to the power of great storytelling and the enduring appeal of cinema. Now let's delve into a heated debate that has captivated cinema enthusiasts for decades. Is The Godfather truly the best mafia movie of all time? While its impact is undeniable, comparing it with other titans of the genre provides a richer perspective. Take, for instance, Goodfellas, directed by Martin Scorsese. This film offers a grittier, more kinetic portrayal of mob life, focusing on the lower rungs of the mafia hierarchy, contrasting sharply with the Corleone family's elite status. The raw realism of Goodfellas, combined with its fast-paced narrative and stellar performances, makes it a strong contender. Then there's Scarface, with Al Pacino's iconic portrayal of Tony Montana, which explores the rise and fall of a Cuban immigrant-turned-drug lord. The film's excessive style and over-the-top violence have left a lasting impression on pop culture, differing vastly from the subtle complexities of The Godfather. We must also consider The Sopranos, a television series that some argue surpasses all in its detailed exploration of the personal and professional life of a mafia boss. While not a movie, its influence and acclaim suggest that the lines between cinema and television are increasingly blurred when discussing the genre's best. As we compare these masterpieces, it becomes clear that the question may not be which is the best, but rather which best explores the themes we find most compelling in mafia narratives. Each offers a unique window into the world of organized crime, leaving the audience to decide which resonates more deeply with their cinematic tastes. In the wake of The Godfather, the portrayal of organized crime in Hollywood underwent a profound transformation. Before its release, mafia movies often depicted gangsters as two-dimensional villains or glorified anti-heroes. However, Francis Ford Coppola's masterpiece introduced a level of depth and nuance that was unprecedented at the time. The Godfather painted its characters as complex figures, entwined with themes of loyalty, family, and the American dream. This intricate depiction challenged audiences to empathize with characters who were morally ambiguous, setting a new standard for character development in the genre. Following its success, filmmakers began to adopt a more sophisticated approach to storytelling in crime cinema, focusing on character and narrative complexity rather than merely sensationalizing violence. Movies like Casino and The Untouchables have drawn clear inspiration from The Godfather, showcasing the influence of its thematic and aesthetic choices. Even modern television series such as Breaking Bad and Boardwalk Empire echo the intricate character studies and moral complexities that were hallmarks of Coppola's style. Through its artistic achievements, The Godfather not only redefined the mafia movie genre, but also left an indelible mark on the broader landscape of Hollywood filmmaking. It's a testament to the film's lasting legacy that its influence continues to permeate the portrayal of organized crime in media, encouraging a deeper, more introspective look at what drives individuals toward a life of crime.